Sandra from Make Money, Make Cash, and in this video I want to show you how to start a Facebook marketplace profile with your listings to sell your stuff. So we are in fact in my Facebook account right now, and when you go to Facebook you need to look for this icon here to start your Facebook marketplace account. So this little icon here is a Facebook marketplace icon. You need to go to that, and then when you create an account you'll have your listings saved, your alerts, who you're following, recent activity, and your commerce profile. So these are currently the things I've got listed. This one at the top is something I just sold yesterday, and I posted off today, well, in the last 24 hours. I also sold a little cat ornament as well. Just before that I sold this one as well, and I posted that off yesterday, so well, the day before now, and yeah, it's just really good, and I've got someone to come and pick this up tomorrow, so really looking forward to that. Well, I should say to date now, because it's like 2:40 in the morning. So yeah, you know, this has had 66 listings views. So when you list your items, you get to know the amount of views it's had, and you know, you can relist it. So this has been sold, you see, and it says no, not listing views, but this has already been sold, so it's obviously seen by someone at the time. Do you know what I mean? So some of this is not completely accurate, but you know, it's good that people are seeing it, you know. But when you relist it, you know, people can see it. So, and usually it's got no listing views if it's something that's obviously you've sold already. But you know, this here, like, I can literally delete and relist this. So you can mark something as sold, but if it's not sold, if it's got a delete and relist option, you can delete and relist it and it'll do it automatically for you. This is a pretty new feature. It didn't have that before, so you'd only want to do that to ones that obviously haven't been sold. You know, this is sold, so you don't want to do it to something that's actually been sold already. You just want to be doing it to things like this that haven't actually sold, you know, delete and relist. So it's very interesting the amount of stuff it actually does for you all by itself. You can list it to more places, you can view the listing, you can edit it, or you can delete it. So with this, if we just go into this Stife Bear here, then you can see basically what I've written about this Stife Bear. This is a special 2000 edition Stife Bear, complete with tags. Obviously this is, I've put it for quite an expensive price, so it's a lot harder to sell things that are an expensive price. This one's like a collector, so I've got it in antiques and collectibles. But sometimes it's just a category change is all it's needed, like shove it in household, for example. I seem to sell quite a lot of stuff in household, even though you wouldn't usually put it in household. And so then I just need to update it like that. You can add more information if you want to. You can just do what you like, basically. But you know, I've got this here, this title I've used from finding it in search terms on other sites such as eBay and Amazon, that type of thing. So it's really good for search engine optimization, to put keywords in your listing. You can also boost your listing if you wanted to. I've not actually done a boosted listing yet. I think if it's for an expensive item, it's probably worth doing, but you know, it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. Now, you've also, you see, got a profile. I'm community recommended, so I've got 43 5-star reviews basically, and I'm good on this. Is like how well they've rated me overall. So out of 43 ratings, these are my strengths. These are your strengths according to feedback from others on Facebook. Pricing, 36. So pricing, I'm really well priced. You know, you've got to do fairly low pricing, because if you don't, then people just don't buy your stuff. You know, you've got to think what you would pay for it as a second-hand item, not as a item that you bought new, loved, if you know what I mean. Friendliness, 29, which is really good. Item description, punctuality, reliability, and communication. So, and then it will say your listings here. Things I've listed, you know. See 69 more items. So I've got a lot of items on there. You know, and so you can see what's sold, what isn't sold yet. So you can see I've got a lot of items listed on there. The more items you list, the more activity that's actually on your profile, the better it is. The more stuff you sell, the more you engage in communication in Facebook Messenger with your customers. That all helps the Facebook algorithm to get more views on your actual listings. And you can see here that, you know, this skirt's been listed in lots of other groups as well. And you can just go all the way down here with some of the things I've still got for sale that I haven't sold, and some of the stuff that I have sold, you know. Disney stuff always tends to sell well the majority of the time, but I still haven't sold this one yet. This one really needs to be relisted because it's a, what should I say? It's a Christmas one. But if it's not going to just let me have a relist option, then I'll probably have to manually relist that myself. So it's much better if Facebook gives you the actual option to do it, you know. But when you've got these ratings like this, I mean, it does bode well. So you usually have to ask people to rate you, you know. Once you've sold something, if you did a good job, and you should be doing a good job, you need to ask usually people to rate you. But they've changed the way they do a lot of things, so it's not so easy now for people to rate you. You used to just come up with a message saying rate your seller and rate your buyer, and it's really easy, but now they don't usually always offer that option, you know. It just sometimes goes to nothingness, and you can't even get reviews for each other. And then you've got the help centre there if you need anything, if you need to know anything. If the person wants it posted, which I posted this out, PayPal fees you should be charging for, as well as the item price, as well as the postage price. With this one here, which is coming up in another video soon, I actually negotiated with the person in the end the price, because she just wanted to pay £20 for the item, including postage and including PayPal fees and everything. The postage was £5.30, so I basically sucked up the 30p, and then I paid the PayPal fees as well on top of that, so which was about 88p I think. So all in all, it was still got about £13.82, something like that, for this one. So it's only had 6 listing views, but you know, it sold to someone anyway. So I'm really, really happy about that. And, you know, sometimes you have to negotiate, you know. If a person says, oh, it's too expensive, and you really want to get rid of the item, then say, like, how much did you want to pay? You know, negotiation should always be on the table when you're selling stuff, you know. Especially on Facebook Marketplace, they love you to actually negotiate with them. And, you know, not just say, all right, fine then. But I mean, if you really desperately want to hold out for the amount of money you've put on the item, then hold out for it, you know. But, you know, you might be waiting a year or more. You've just got to remember that, you know. So you see, there's no option here to relist this automatically. So that means that I either, you know, I would have to either list in more places or relist it again myself manually, which means copying and pasting all this again and then deleting this after I copied and pasted it. But it looks like that's probably what I'm going to have to do, because these are prime items that people would usually buy for Christmas, especially this Christmas one here. So this really needs to be relisted, because they only let you list it so many times before it stops being listed, and then you either have the option to relist it or you've got to do it yourself, basically. Every 7 days you can relist these for a certain amount of time anyway, but once you reach that certain amount of time, it goes like this. There is no other option to relist it or renew it. You say renew 2 days. So according to this, it should have another renewal on it in 2 days time. So it looks like this one's still active, because you see it's greyed out. So, but this one I don't think it's got, it says renew in 2 days. So that's interesting. Oh, but I can renew this one straight away. So see, you can renew this one, just click renew. Right, so this is really good. And then you see it's been moved up to marketplace to get more views. You can renew this post one more time. I'll tell you how much you can renew it by. Bunny, renew in 2 days. So that's, this is not available for renewal. And then this one, renew in 2 days. As far as I remember, this can't be renewed, so I don't know why it says renew in 2 days. I think it's a bit of a glitch there, because you can't renew it after so many times, and I think it's been reviewed and renewed enough times. But anyway, we shall see what happens. Yes, this is a SeaWorld Collector's Cup as well. Haven't sold that yet, and still got this board game left, even though this one I sold ages ago. So it's quite strange that this one's still in existence. These are some of the other items that I've actually sold already. Sold. So you can see what's actually been sold. This one's active still, so it hasn't been sold yet. But you see Cuddly Toys board games, they sell really well. So yeah, when you're going to list an item, literally you just fill out the description of it and away you go. Try and add as many photographs as possible, what the condition is, use some keywords like beautiful denim skirts, what size it is, describe it well, like the front detail, the back detail. If you're wanting it posted, there will be PayPal and postage fees on top of the item price. You put that, or you can just leave it off. I really love this skirt. I do not know why it hasn't sold, because to me I absolutely adore it, but maybe people just are not into sequins, but I love it. If I could fit into the skirt, still I would. It's a really beautiful skirt. For the price, it's just amazing. But yeah, I love it to bits. but I can't fit into it anymore, so there's no point in it sat in my cupboard. It's better to get it sold. But yeah, so you just look at these details here. Beautiful. Maybe that's why it hasn't sold, because it's supposed to be beautiful, not beautiful. Check your spelling, people. Check your spelling. Oh, dearie me. Denim, I think I'll just put denim skirt. There we go. Put denim skirt. Day to evening wear. Denim skirt with sequins. Day to evening wear denim skirt trader. And then we can just update it, But this can be used like when you're going out clubbing. I don't know why it's in baby and kids as well. It shouldn't be in baby and kids, so it's definitely in the wrong category as well. So you need to check all these things. Let's check it. Clearly, it shouldn't be in baby and kids. I don't know why it's gone in baby and kids. I don't remember it being in baby and kids before. It should be in women's clothing and shoes. So that could be another reason why it hasn't sold. I'm going to put this one down to £3 just to try it out, because I sold trousers on Vinted the other day for £3. So yeah, but I think you get the idea. You've basically got to put what the item actually is, and remember to check your spelling, and then literally write down the description and anything else about appearance. When you want to create a new listing, you just click here, create new listing, and then you literally item for sale, vehicle for sale, home for sale or rent, or job opening. So you can sell vehicles on here, you can have a home for sale, rent, and you can do a job opening. But you'd want to choose this, item for sale. And then you'd want to actually, add a photograph of what the item actually is that you're selling. And then give it a title. So you need to obviously, take a photograph, put it in downloads or wherever you keep your photographs. Add the photograph, add a title, add a price, add a category, choose from the drop down menu. Condition, is it new, like new, good, fair? Description, describe it as a customer would if they were looking for it, like a leather jacket, men's leather jacket, size whatever, like what the size is, the colour is, etc. You can list it as a single item, or you can list it as in stock if you're selling more than one item. So some people sell their items from their business on here. Like if they have a shop that sells candles, they'll sell like X amount of candles on here for Christmas and stuff. You can put product tags, so you can add tags, which is really good again for finding the item. SKU is optional, only visible to you. I don't even see the point in that really. And that didn't used to be on there. I think they've copied that from eBay, but why it's only visible to you, I don't see the point in putting it on there. So you can boost it, you can hide it from friends if you want. So if you don't want people to know what on your friends list what you're selling on Facebook Marketplace, you can just click this to hide it from friends. Because marketplace items are public and can be seen by anyone on or off Facebook. Items like animals, drugs, weapons, counterfeits, and other items that infringe intellectual property aren't allowed on marketplace. See our commerce policies. When you do your address, I just put like the first 3 or 4 parts of my address, not the full address, for security. But you have to tell people your address if they're meeting you at your address to come and collect the item, which a lot of them will be. They'll be collecting the item from your home. Or you could have them meet you in a place in your city or town to collect the item. Or you can, you could actually go and give it to them at their home, if you want to. Whatever you feel safest doing. So basically, that's pretty much how you get started with Facebook Marketplace. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next video, or even a live stream at Make Money, Make Cash. If you've got any comments, queries or questions, please pop them down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go and post a new video. Take care.